Welcome back, everybody. It is KnewNeverYou, and today, like I promised, we're going over WTF, man. Weird True Facts. So last week I made a video talking about going over this book, Weird True Facts, because I wanted to spread some knowledge, get people involved in reading, get people learning, all that goody jazz. So the number one question was this book gonna be worth it? I think it is. I don't remember how much it was, but it's 201 pages of random facts. Some of them are just pictures, so it's more or less like 180 pages. But nonetheless, it is worth the read. There was a lot of stuff in here that I didn't know about, like viruses can get viruses. Now, I don't watch the news, so if they said that on the news within the last 3 years of the coronavirus, then I didn't know. So, my bad. There's a fish. It doesn't, I don't think it says where it was, but there's a fish that has teeth like human, or human-like teeth. And let me tell you, it was disgusting. That was the ugliest fish. That was the most demonic looking thing I've seen come out of the water ever. It's called a pacu, P-A-C-U. And it eats fruits and nuts of both kinds. So there's been reports that the fish thinks that testicles are nuts. So there's been instances where this fish has chomped down on some nuts. So that's scary. There is a report that a woman created the first algorithm, but in order for the algorithm to run, they had to create some software that has never been created. Therefore, no, her algorithm never got off the ground. But based off this book, and I mean, there's obviously stuff you need to research. Based off this book, a woman created the first algorithm. So shout out to women out there. You are important. You are smart. There's also a scallops have 100 eyes, like the little things you eat that look like white jello, but it's like a seafood. They have 100 eyes. 100 eyes. That is insane. There's also the sun is a mirage. So it says that every sunrise is a mirage. As the sun rises, air in Earth's atmosphere bends to its image upward, so we see the sun 2 minutes before it actually breaks the horizon. Boy, this whole time I'm thinking I'm looking at the sun come up, and I'm looking at a mirage, a mirage, shutting stuff down, car garage. If you know, you know. Crows can actually use tools. Now, they obviously can't pick up a wrench or stuff, but they're smart enough to craft things to get out of situations or to fix situations. And, you know, they've done research to see where crows can do things such as make like these straw wrenches and to do these crazy things. It's insane. They can also emulate human speech. Dogs can understand what you're saying. Now, depending on if they turn to their head to the left or their head to the right, determines on which side of the brain that they're using. I believe the right side is to discern your attitude, like, you know, how you mean to say things. And then the left is, you know, your emotions. The USDA says that it is safe to eat the sticker on the fruit. Now, these are the same people that said, you know what, we're not going to get into that. But they say it's edible paper. They say algae creates petroleum. Scientists say there's so much knowledge that researchers that research knowledge can't keep up with the knowledge, because the knowledge is always growing more knowledge. So therefore, there's been less and less studies over the years because there's so much knowledge and people can't keep up with the knowledge. So this one blew my mind, and I'm going to read it. It says, even after they've given birth, mothers often feel as their children are a physical part of them. This is true. In a phenomenon known as fetal-maternal microchimerism, a fetus can leave behind cells that linger in the mother's body for up to 38 years after the pregnancy. And children can also have cells of their parent or their mother up to 20 years after being given birth. So I guess that explains why some women have the postpartum, because the cells of the kid are still there lingering around, so they can feel not only that spiritual connection but the physical connection because the cells are still there. That's crazy. Women do some crazy things, their bodies rather. I'm gonna do 2 more, and then I'm gonna leave it up to you to determine if this book is for you. You are more likely to die on your birthday than any other day, says this book. I ain't dead yet, so I can't prove that to you. And the last one is gonna be a doozy. Your friends have more friends than you do. They also are wealthier and happier. And your sexual partners have had more partners than you've had. This is called the friendship paradox. I have some questions for my wife. This has been KnewNeverYou. This is our first book review. WTF, Weird True Facts. If there's some books, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because they're gonna be having me out here reading some weird stuff. Here's my book collection. There's a couple tiers down here. I'm gonna pick up a book whenever I get a chance. I'm not gonna say when because I don't want to lead you on because that's just rude. But I'm gonna get another book. I'm gonna let you guys know what it is. I'm gonna read it based off how big it is. I'm gonna give myself a time frame to go through it and understand it and comprehend everything, and then I'll let you know. We'll be back and we'll review another book. This is one out of many this year. Knowledge is power, and with us, or I guess me, or with somebody, we're gonna get through this year and we're gonna be smarter and we're gonna be better for it. This is KnewNeverYou, and if you didn't know,